Hi, this is the fifth dimension with a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius. I am going to bring forth a loved one of yours who has passed on, and we're going to verify who that person is for you. I use several tools and pray and meditate over them to bring the storyline forward, to bring the person's energy forward, to bring forward some numbers and letters that are representative of them. And then finally, at the end, if they were able to say anything to you, what would they say? And the reason why this person is coming forth is I am asking, who is it who is significant in your life, who is past, but stands beside you here on earth as a guide? So this is different than your guardian angel. A guardian angel is assigned to you at birth. This person was significant to you, and you're grieving and mourning, and I'm so sorry for your loss, but you wonder, are they around me? And I'm going to validate that for you. Please hit subscribe if you would, and that way you will be apprised of any future readings in the Sagittarius sign, or go back to some other videos that I have done. They are timeless. There is no time frame on any of these. I bring forth a loved one for each reading. So if this one doesn't resonate, please go back and view the past readings for the sign of Sagittarius. So I did this all in advance. It takes me between 30 to 40 minutes. So I don't want to waste your time. I just want to get right to it. So let's go ahead and get to the story. The person who has passed is a woman. I believe that she was married. She suffered she came down with a disease or an illness when she was possibly in her 30s. And this might have been diabetes. It might have been, hypothyroidism. It might have been blood pressure, but it wasn't anything serious or significant. But I believe that she did not work a lot of the time. It may have interrupted her workflow. And I have some work energy that I will bring out for her, or just her energy as far as an occupation goes when she was here on the earth before she passed. But her husband was a great person. He was very significant to her. He traveled for his job, her husband, so that may help. The last event or family occasion that you spent with her was at her home at Christmas time. I believe that her husband was not there for some reason, possibly. But anyways, it may have been at your home, but you have small children, and she was able to see your children spend Christmas and shortly thereafter with your children. Let's see here. You thought that she was going to pass soon after that, but she didn't. So you were expecting that to be the last time you got to see her, possibly, or you just knew in the back of your mind that maybe her time was coming near. And but she actually lived and was in your life for longer than you thought, than you expected. So that was, absolutely a blessing, obviously. She had great happiness in her life. She really did. She was very secure. She was financially secure, possibly as a result of the spouse that took very good care of her. I have that her spouse is still alive. So, and I also have that her probate went very smoothly. You didn't really have any trouble with it. Oftentimes we hear a lot of nightmarish stories regarding things like this. But I have that it actually went very smoothly for you when she passed. I wanted to bring forth her energy. Now, these are occupations that I intuitively pull forward, but that doesn't mean she actually worked in that occupation. As an example, I believe that veterinarian came up, and that might have just been her love for animals. I see several animals in these cards, so that might have been a dream that she never told anyone about. I mean, I've always wanted to be a meteorologist, so maybe when you pulled my occupational energy, that would come up. So I never was, and still love the galaxy and the stars and the weather and everything. So that's just an example. So for her, I got that she was a big time book reader. She read a lot of books. She didn't like to do it electronically. She liked to do it the old fashioned way with the hardbound books. She might have been a teacher, or she had a degree in teaching, that she might have possibly not worked as a teacher, or due to this illness that was inflicted on her in her 30s, or she might have gone ahead and and maybe it wasn't a significant illness in the sense that she could control it through medications and things like that, even though it did, bother her. She might have worked as a teacher, because I have loving books and teacher energy and veterinarian energy here. And I also have, did she possibly work for a post office for a short period of time, or some kind of like delivering Amazon shipped something towards the latter part of her life that she kind of did just to fill her time and for something fun to do. She might have delivered meals to older people, or picked up mail for older people, or something like that. So I wanted to bring that out. I pull these cards that would make no sense to you, but they make sense to me. That these represent her, the type of person that she was, and kind of her energy also. I have that she wore black, yellow, and white a lot. And I mean, actually, those three colors look good together. So she, might have had a favorite top that had those colors in it that you saw often, but those were her favorite combination of colors. Was she dressed in red though when she was buried? I have that she was not cremated. She was in fact buried, or if she was cremated, possibly she had something red on her or with her, or you put something red in the casket possibly, but I see something very red. So from that standpoint, that might help you identify her. She was extremely like sequential, like in her thinking, which seems very organized, which would be a teacher or a librarian or someone who was well read. That's very common. She liked data, she liked policies, she liked procedures. She didn't like to break them. She didn't like to break the rules. She was extremely dependable and responsible. Let's see, what else do I see here? Structure and order made her very happy, which again goes back to that teacher energy, that librarian energy, or book reader energy, or possibly, like I said, delivering things. Might have been for a large, like I said, the post office. Might have been for a large entity, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's kind of was her energy, and that should help you tremendously identify who she is. But we're going to hone in on some letters and numbers that were specific to her. So I prayed and meditated. She came forward, and I asked the divine to give me some numbers and some letters that were significant to her. So I'm going to show you the letters that came up first. I take whatever falls, and I received 6. VZHCGK. Now these could encompass her first, maiden, middle name, last name, any combination thereof. I see she possibly could have resided in Chicago. I see CHG. So don't force things to fit, but think outside the box. But these letters should be representative of things that were significant in her life. She might have lived on a street that started with a V or a Z or any of these other letters. So I hope that helps. All right, and then let's get to the numbers that I pulled for her. Let's see how many I got. It looks like I got 7, so I don't know if I can hold them all at one time. So I'm going to do 2 separate showings. Oopsie. Sorry. All right. Do I have that right? 13. All right. So we have possibly birth month or death month, April. So I see, because I see the 4, could have been April 13th, April 29th, April 30th, some significant date in her life, or something significant. I said she got diagnosed with this illness that kind of bothered her in the 30s. That might denote or indicate that. Okay, and then the other numbers I got. Goodness. All right. 7 could represent July 16th or 12th or 2012. These could be wedding anniversary, birth month, death date, anniversary date, birth date. Could be an address. She might have lived at 1612 something something. So like I said, don't force it to fit, but think outside the box. All right, and I hope that this is your person. It's such a blessing when they come through, and it's for the actual viewer, which is what I asked the divine to bring me. The people that are viewing this video, please bring a loved one forth for them. So I'm going to do my favorite part, and it will be your favorite part also. If she could say anything to you right now, what would she say? And I have a deck of cards that I call Stairway to Heaven, because I feel like they are messages directly from heaven, from her to you. She wants you to know it was my time to go. So don't worry about whether there was something you could have done differently to help her. Don't worry about what ifing anything. She's letting you know that this was my life path and this was my time to go. So that should give you some peace, I hope. That's my purpose here. And she also wants you to know I am with the rest of the family. So your other loved ones who passed before her, please know that she is together with them. So that is really nice to know. And she also wants you to know we will be together again. She will see you when it is your time to enter the kingdom. But until then, she stands beside you here as an earth guide. That's different than a guardian angel. A guardian angel is assigned to you at birth. An earth guide is someone who is significant in your life, who you have a connection with, who has passed, but stands beside you for an extra level of love and support here on earth. So I hope that this was a beautiful blessing for you. I hope this brought some light to your mourning and your grief, and that's my goal here. And I appreciate you hitting subscribe. I'm just doing this for free. I just feel led to use my gift to bring some peace and happiness to people that are mourning. It's such a hard thing to lose someone. I'm so sorry for your loss. God bless. And if this didn't resonate, please check back with me again and listen to the past videos under the sign of Sagittarius. But God bless, Sagittarius. I love you. Bye.